This is my story. I want to tell you my story. It is a story about learning English. At first, I did not know any English. I did not understand English words. I could not speak English. I was scared. I was shy. I felt small and weak. I thought English was very hard. I thought, can I really learn this language? Many times I wanted to stop. Many times I felt like I was not good enough. But inside me, I had a small dream, a small hope. I wanted to learn English. I wanted to understand people from other countries. I wanted to watch movies and listen to songs in English. I wanted to read books in English. I wanted to travel. I wanted to speak with people from all over the world. But learning English felt so big and difficult. I thought it would take a long time. I thought I was not smart or fast enough. I thought I had no chance. One day, I looked at myself in the mirror. I looked at my eyes. I asked myself, what are you waiting for? Why don't you start now? The voice inside me was tired. It said, you wait and wait. You say, tomorrow, tomorrow. But tomorrow never comes. I felt sad. I felt small. But then, I felt something new, hope. I decided to make a choice, a simple choice. I said to myself, I will start today, just a little bit. I will not give up. That day, everything began to change. I started small. I watched one video. I listened to one sentence. I learned one word. It was not easy. I made many mistakes. I felt slow. I felt shy. But every day I tried again. 5 minutes one day, 10 minutes the next. I kept going. I said, it is okay to make mistakes. It is okay to be slow. I am learning. Slowly my English grew. My heart grew too. I felt proud. I felt strong. I felt brave. English was not just words or grammar. English was a key to music, to movies, to friends, and to new ideas. English opened a door to a new world. And I want you to know, you can do this too. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need to know everything. You only need one thing: to start, to keep going, to believe in yourself. So now I invite you to walk with me, to learn with me, to grow with me. This is not just my story. This can be your story too. Let's begin together. Chapter 1. The day I decided. One morning, I woke up feeling very tired. Not just tired in my body, but tired deep in my heart. I looked around my small room. It was quiet and still. My phone was next to me, full of messages and notifications. But I did not care about those things. My mind was somewhere else. I felt like something was missing inside me. I was breathing, but I did not feel really alive. I felt small, lost, and a little scared. I wanted to change. I wanted more from life. I wanted to feel strong and happy. I got up from my bed slowly and walked to the mirror. I looked at my face. I looked at my eyes. I looked at the person I saw. And I said to myself, enough. Enough waiting. Enough feeling lost. Enough fear. Enough doing nothing. I knew I needed to make a change. I knew that if I wanted a better life, I had to start now. I wanted to learn English. I wanted to speak with people from other countries. I wanted to watch movies and listen to music without help. I wanted to read books in English. I wanted to travel and see new places. But I asked myself, can I do it? Am I strong enough? For many days I said, tomorrow I will start. But tomorrow never came. Every day was the same. I waited. I did not try. I felt scared. I was not confident. But on this morning, something was different. I said to myself, today is the day. I did not know how to learn English. I did not know where to start. But I made a decision. I said, I will learn English. I will start now. It was a simple choice, but it was powerful. I took my phone and searched for English for Beginners. I found a video called English Lesson 1. I pressed play. A kind voice said, "Hello, welcome, you can do it." I listened carefully. I repeated the words slowly. My heart beat fast. My hands were a little shaky, but it was not fear. It was the start of something new. I smiled because I felt hope. That day, I took a notebook. I wrote 3 big words on the first page: start, learn, grow. These words became my promise. I said, I will learn English every day. It was not for my school or job. It was for me, for my future. I wanted to be proud of myself. I wanted to feel strong. I wanted to be happy. I watched the video again and again. I said the words out loud. I wrote them down. I read them. I repeated them. Sometimes it was hard. Sometimes I wanted to stop. But I did not stop. I told myself, it is okay to be slow. It is okay to make mistakes. I am trying. I am learning. That day, when I looked in the mirror again, I saw something new. I saw hope. I saw fire. I saw strength. I saw a person who wanted to grow, and I knew that my life was starting to change. Learning English was not easy. It was a big challenge. But it was a challenge I wanted to take, because I knew if I tried, if I did not give up, I could do it. Every small step was important. Every small word was important. So I started with 5 minutes every day. 5 minutes to watch a video. 5 minutes to say words. 5 minutes to write new things. 5 minutes to practice. It was not a lot, but it was enough. Because every day, 5 minutes became 10. 10 minutes became 15. And I kept going. Some days, I felt happy. I felt proud. I understood a new word. I could say a sentence. I smiled at myself. Other days, I felt tired. I forgot words. I made mistakes. I wanted to stop, but I did not stop. I said, tomorrow I will try again. Slowly, my English grew. My confidence grew. My heart grew. I was not perfect. I was not fast, but I was moving forward. I was becoming better. I was becoming stronger. I want you to know this. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need to know everything from the start. You only need one thing: to begin, to make a choice, to say, today I will start. Because that choice can change your life. You might feel scared. You might feel shy. You might feel slow. That is okay. Everyone feels like that in the beginning. But if you keep going, if you keep trying, you will see changes. You will see progress. You will see a new you. This is the story of the day I decided. The day I looked in the mirror and said, enough. The day I started to believe in myself. The day I chose to change my life. And now, I want you to start your story. You can do it. You are ready. You are strong. Just begin. Just take one step. Just say one word. This is your time. This is your moment. Chapter 2. Just 5 minutes a day learning English was not easy for me. I did not have a lot of time every day. I was busy with many things: work, family, and house chores. Sometimes I felt tired after a long day, but I had a small idea. Even 5 minutes could help me. Every morning I woke up and said to myself, just 5 minutes. I knew 5 minutes was a short time. It was not a lot, but I believed it was enough to start. So I took my phone, opened an English video, and listened carefully. The videos were easy and slow. The speaker used simple words. I repeated the words out loud. I tried to copy the sounds and the rhythm. I said, hello, good morning, how are you? Again and again. After work, when the sun went down and the house was quiet, I found another 5 minutes. I repeated the words I learned in the morning. I wrote them in my notebook. I spoke softly to myself. I am learning. I am growing. 5 minutes might seem small. Some people say 5 minutes is nothing. But for me, it was everything. It was a small seed. Every day I planted that seed in my heart. I watered it with care. Slowly, the seed grew. My English began to grow. I learned new words every day. Words like friend, happy, book, and travel. These words were my friends. They helped me understand simple sentences. I started to feel stronger. I started to feel proud. Sometimes, 5 minutes was hard to find. One day I was very tired. I wanted to rest. But then I remembered my promise. I told myself, just 5 minutes. That's all. You can do it. So I opened my phone, pressed play, and listened. Those 5 minutes became my special time. It was my time to dream, my time to speak, my time to grow. I did not think about being perfect. I did not worry about mistakes. I just tried. After a few weeks, something changed. My ears started to understand more. I could hear the words better. My mouth started to say words without stopping. My heart became full of hope. One day, I watched a short video. I understood almost everything. I smiled so big. I thought, yes, this is real. I am learning English. 5 minutes every day made a big difference. It showed me that small steps can lead to big changes. It taught me to be patient and kind to myself. It gave me power. I want to tell you, if you want to learn English, start with 5 minutes. It does not have to be long. It does not have to be hard. 5 minutes a day is enough to begin your journey. You do not need to know everything at once. You do not need to speak perfectly now. Just start. Just try. Just keep going. 5 minutes every morning and 5 minutes every night. That's all. Your English will grow little by little. Your confidence will grow. Your world will grow. Remember, big things start with small steps. 5 minutes a day can change your life. It changed mine. It can change yours too. Chapter 3. I made many mistakes. When I started learning English, I made many mistakes. This was normal. Everyone who learns a new language makes mistakes. At first, I felt sad and scared because I said things wrong. I forgot words. I mixed up sentences. Sometimes I spoke too fast or too slow. Sometimes I felt silly. But I learned something very important. Mistakes are part of learning. I remember the first time I spoke to someone in English. I wanted to say, I like to read books. But I said, I like read book. The person smiled and understood me, but I felt shy. I thought, I made a mistake. Maybe I cannot speak English. But then I said to myself, it's okay. Mistakes help me learn. Making mistakes helped me in many ways. When I made a mistake, I could see what was wrong. Then I could try again. Each time I became a little better. I started to remember the right words. I started to speak with more confidence. I learned to laugh at myself and keep trying. Sometimes, I wrote sentences in my notebook and made mistakes there too. I wrote words the wrong way. I forgot letters. But I did not stop. I erased, I corrected, and I wrote again. I understood that making mistakes does not mean failure. It means progress. At the beginning, I was afraid of talking because I thought people would laugh at me. I worried about how I looked when I made mistakes. But then I realized that everyone makes mistakes, even native speakers. No one is perfect. The important thing is to keep trying. I also found that mistakes helped me remember better. When I said a wrong word and then fixed it, that word stayed in my mind. It was like a little lesson for my brain. Mistakes helped my brain learn English faster. One day, I spoke with a new friend. I wanted to tell a story, but I used the wrong verb tense. My friend smiled and helped me say the sentence correctly. I was happy because I learned from that mistake. I knew I could speak better next time. I also made mistakes when I listened to English. Sometimes I heard words wrong. Sometimes I did not understand the meaning, but I did not give up. I listened again. I repeated the words. I asked questions. Step by step, my ears became stronger. Making mistakes helped me see that learning English is not about being perfect. It is about being brave. It is about trying. Every mistake showed me that I was learning. Every mistake was a step forward. I learned to be kind to myself. I stopped saying, I am bad at English. Instead, I said, I am learning English. I stopped being afraid of mistakes. I started to welcome them. They were my teachers. I also learned to celebrate small successes. When I spoke a sentence without mistakes, I felt proud. When I read a word correctly, I smiled. These small wins gave me power to keep going. Sometimes I made the same mistake many times, but I did not give up. I practiced the same words and sentences again and again. Practice helped me get better. Practice helped me fix mistakes. I also talked to myself in English. I said simple sentences out loud. Sometimes I made mistakes when I talked alone, but it helped me practice without fear. I became more confident. I remember a time when I was in a shop. I wanted to buy a drink. I said, I want a water. The person smiled and said, You mean I want water? I laughed. It was a small mistake, but I learned. After that, I tried to say, I want water correctly many times. Each time I spoke, I felt stronger. Mistakes did not stop me. They pushed me to do better. I also used mistakes to help me learn grammar. When I said wrong sentences, I found out the rules. I started to understand how English works. I studied simple grammar every day. Slowly, my sentences became better. Mistakes helped me understand that learning is a process. It takes time. It takes effort. It takes patience. Mistakes are part of this journey. I learned to be patient with myself. I knew I could not learn everything in one day. I knew I would make mistakes for a long time. But that was okay. I was moving forward. Sometimes I made big mistakes, but I laughed at them. Laughing helped me relax. It helped me enjoy learning. Learning English was not scary anymore. It was fun. I found support from friends and teachers. They told me mistakes are normal. They told me to keep trying. Their encouragement gave me hope and courage. Mistakes helped me understand that it is okay to be imperfect. What matters is to keep learning and growing. Mistakes showed me that I am human. Mistakes showed me that I am strong. Now, I see mistakes as my friends. They are not my enemies. They are part of my English story. They helped me become who I am today. If you are learning English and afraid of mistakes, remember this. Mistakes mean progress. Mistakes mean power. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Make them proudly. Learn from them. Keep moving. You will be surprised how much you can learn from mistakes. You will be surprised how much you can learn from mistakes. You will be surprised how much stronger you will become. Your mistakes will help you speak better, write better, and feel better. In the end, the most important thing is to never give up. Keep trying, keep practicing, keep speaking, keep listening, keep writing. Your mistakes will show you the way. They will light up your path. They will guide you to success. So smile when you make a mistake. Say to yourself, it's okay, I am learning. Be patient, be kind, be brave. You are not alone. We all make mistakes. We all learn. We all grow, and one day you will look back and see how far you have come. You will see your progress. You will see your power. Remember, mistakes are not the end. They are the beginning. Keep going. Your English journey is just starting. Chapter 4. My ears got stronger. When I started learning English, listening was very hard for me. I could not understand much. English words sounded strange. Sometimes it was like noise. I did not know what people said. I felt confused and sometimes sad, but I knew listening was important. I wanted to hear English clearly. So, I decided to practice every day. At first, I listened to simple things. I chose easy songs with slow words. I listened to children's stories. I watched short videos for beginners. The first times, I did not understand the meaning. I heard sounds but not words. It was difficult. I wanted to give up. But I remembered my goal, to understand English better. I told myself, keep trying. You will get better. Every day, I listened to the same song or video many times. I repeated the words. I tried to say them too. Listening again and again helped me. Slowly, I started to hear some words clearly. I heard hello, thank you, good morning. It felt good to recognize words. My ears were learning new sounds. I also learned that English has a rhythm, like music. Words have strong and soft sounds. Sentences go up and down like a song. When I listened carefully, I began to enjoy the sound of English. It was not just words. It was music for my ears. Sometimes I listened to songs and sang along. I did not know all the words, but I tried. Singing helped me hear the sounds better. It helped me remember words too. When I sang, I felt happy. It was fun learning English like this. Watching movies and videos helped me a lot. At first, I watched with subtitles in my language. This helped me understand the story. Then, I watched with English subtitles. This was harder. I read and listened at the same time. Sometimes I paused the video to write new words. I used a dictionary to learn their meaning. This was slow work, but it was useful. Listening to English every day made my ears stronger. I started to understand more words without subtitles. I could hear simple sentences. I could tell when someone was happy or sad by their voice. This made me feel closer to English. I also listened to people talking in real life, at the market, at the bus stop, in the park. I tried to catch some words. I did not understand everything, but I listened carefully. Sometimes I asked people to speak slowly. They were kind and helped me. Listening to real English helped me a lot. One day, I understood a full sentence without help. It was a small sentence, but it was a big moment for me. I felt proud. I told my family, I understood. They smiled and said, "Good job." This gave me more courage. I found that listening helps speaking too. When I hear new words, I learn how to say them. When I hear sentences, I learn how to make my own. Listening and speaking go together. Sometimes, I felt tired. Listening all day was hard. I wanted to stop, but I said to myself, 5 more minutes. I kept going. Little by little, my ears got stronger. I also learned that it's okay not to understand everything. Sometimes, I only catch some words. This is normal. I do not have to know every word. Just understanding a little is good. I used my phone to listen to English every day. I listened while cooking, walking, or before sleeping. This made listening practice easy and fun. I found favorite songs and videos. I felt like English was part of my life. Listening to English made me feel connected to the world. I heard songs from different countries. I heard people from many places. English opened a new door for me. I remember feeling happy when I could follow a simple story in English. It was like magic. I was surprised by myself. I knew that listening practice was the reason. Listening also helped me learn new words. When I hear a word many times, I remember it. When I hear it in a sentence, I learn how to use it. This helped me grow my vocabulary. I also learned to be patient. Listening takes time. It takes many days and months. But each day is progress. Each day my ears get stronger. I learned to enjoy the process. I found joy in hearing English songs and stories. I found joy in understanding a new word. Listening helped me not only with English, but with confidence. I felt more ready to talk. I felt less scared. I knew my ears could catch words. Sometimes I joined online groups to practice listening. We listened and talked together. This made learning social and fun. I made friends this way. I also learned that listening is a skill anyone can improve. It is not only about talent. It is about practice. It is about love for the language. My ears got stronger every day. I became a better learner. I became a better speaker. Now, I listen to English songs and movies without subtitles. I understand jokes and stories. I feel proud. Listening is a powerful part of learning English. It opens the world. It connects people. It brings new ideas. If you want to learn English, start listening today. Find a song or story you like. Listen again and again. Don't worry if you don't understand everything. Keep going. Remember, your ears will get stronger with time. Listening is your friend. It will help you speak better and understand more. Be patient. Be kind to yourself. Enjoy the music of English. Let the sounds become your guide. Your English journey will grow with your ears. Keep listening. Keep learning. Keep growing. Your ears are getting stronger every day. Chapter 5. My voice changed. When I first started learning English, I was very shy. I was afraid to speak. I thought, what if I say something wrong? Or, what if people laugh at me? This fear made me quiet. I did not want to talk in English at all. Sometimes, I only spoke in my head. I practiced words silently. But I knew if I wanted to get better, I had to use my voice. I had to speak, even if I was scared. One day, I decided to try. I said a simple word out loud. It was small, just hello. My voice was soft. My heart beat fast. I felt nervous, but I was happy because I spoke. It was the first time I used my English voice. It was not perfect. It was slow. It was not clear, but it was real. After that, I spoke more. I said simple sentences like, my name is, or I like music. I read out loud from my notebook. Reading out loud helped me practice sounds and words. Sometimes I made mistakes. I said words wrong. I mixed up grammar, but I smiled and kept trying. Every word I spoke made my voice stronger. Speaking English every day became a habit. I practiced in front of the mirror. I talked to myself. I repeated words and sentences. I recorded my voice and listened to it. This helped me hear my mistakes and learn better pronunciation. I was proud of small improvements. My voice changed slowly, day by day. At first, I spoke slowly and carefully. Then, I started to speak faster. My words became clearer. I felt more confident. I was no longer afraid to speak in front of others. I even spoke to strangers in English, like shopkeepers or classmates. They were kind and encouraged me. This made me feel brave. Sometimes I joined online language groups. We spoke in English together. It was fun. I laughed when I made mistakes. I learned new words from friends. Speaking with others helped me feel less alone. It made learning real. I also practiced pronunciation. I listened to native speakers and tried to copy their sounds. I learned how to open my mouth for sounds like ith or r. I learned to speak with feeling, like happy or sad. This made my English sound better. Reading stories out loud was very helpful. I chose simple books. I read slowly and clearly. I imagined the story in my mind. Sometimes I acted out the characters. This made speaking fun. It made my voice stronger. Speaking English helped me in many parts of my life. At work, I could talk to my boss and coworkers better. I answered questions and gave my ideas. People listened to me. This made me proud. I felt I was growing. Speaking also helped me make friends. I talked to people from different countries. We shared stories. We laughed together. My voice was the bridge to new friendships. It connected me to the world. Sometimes I felt tired or shy again. Speaking in a new language is not easy. But I remembered why I started. I remembered my dream. I told myself, it's okay to be slow. It's okay to make mistakes. Keep speaking. I learned that practice is the key. The more I spoke, the easier it became. My voice got stronger like a muscle. I used it every day. I used it at home, at work, online, everywhere. One day I spoke in front of a group. I gave a short talk in English. I was nervous, but I did it. People clapped. I felt happy and proud. This moment showed me how far I had come. My voice changed, not only in English, but in my life. I felt more confident in myself. I felt braver. I felt ready to face challenges. Speaking English helped me grow as a person. Now, I speak English with friends and family. I speak in meetings. I even tell jokes in English. My voice is not perfect, but it is strong and real. It shows my story. It shows my courage. If you want to learn English, start speaking today. Don't wait until you are perfect. Speak with a small word. Speak with a sentence. Speak every day. Your voice will get stronger. Remember, everyone makes mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. Mistakes help you improve. Smile at your mistakes. Keep going. Find someone to speak with. It can be a friend, a teacher, or even yourself. Use your phone to record your voice. Listen and learn. Read out loud from books or videos. Speaking English will open doors. It will help you in work, school, and life. It will help you make friends. It will help you share your ideas and dreams. Be patient with yourself. Speak slowly if you need to. Speak clearly. Use your heart. Use your courage. Your voice is powerful. It is your story. It is your connection to the world. Keep speaking. Keep growing. Your voice will change. Your voice will shine. You can do it. Chapter 6. I saw a new world. Learning English changed my life. It opened a door to a new world. Before, I lived in a small bubble. I only knew my town, my people, my language. I saw the world through a small window. But English made that window bigger. It made the world bigger. When I started learning English, I wanted to understand songs, movies, and people. At first, it was very hard. I heard words, but I did not know their meaning. I saw pictures and videos, but I missed the story. Sometimes I felt lost. It was like trying to find a treasure without a map. Slowly, I began to understand simple words. I listened to songs again and again. I watched movies with subtitles. I read easy stories. Every day I learned new words. Every day the world became clearer. One day, I heard a song in English that I really liked. I listened to the words carefully. I used my notebook to write new words. I looked up the meaning. I sang along. This made me happy. It felt like I had a key to a new treasure. English helped me meet new people. I found friends from other countries on the internet. We talked about music, food, and culture. We shared stories about our lives. Even though we lived far away, English connected us. It was like a bridge between different worlds. Talking to friends in English was exciting and fun. We laughed together. We learned from each other. I learned about different holidays, traditions, and foods. I learned that people from different places are not so different after all. English helped me see that. Movies were another way I saw a new world. I watched cartoons, simple movies, and shows for learners. At first, I only watched with subtitles, but slowly, I tried to watch without them. I listened carefully to the sounds and words. I tried to understand the story. Sometimes, I missed parts, but I never gave up. Watching movies helped me understand jokes and feelings in English. I saw how people talked when they were happy, sad, or angry. This helped me learn how to use English in real life. It made English more than just words. It made English alive. Books helped too. I read simple stories with pictures. Reading in English was like traveling in my mind. I met new characters. I saw new places. I learned new ideas. I felt like a traveler going to new lands without leaving my room. English also helped me when I traveled. When I visited new places, I could talk to people. I could ask for directions. I could buy food and tickets. I was not afraid anymore. English gave me confidence. Sometimes I thought about how small my world was before. I realized that learning English helped me grow. It helped me see the world with new eyes. I saw different cultures, different people, and different ideas. I saw possibilities I never knew before. English showed me that the world is full of friends waiting to meet me. It showed me that learning is a journey, not a race. It showed me that every new word is a step on that journey. I learned that language is not just for talking. It is for understanding. It is for sharing. It is for connecting hearts. English gave me a new way to see and feel the world. I remember the day I made my first real friend online. We talked about simple things at first: favorite food, hobbies, family. Then we shared dreams and hopes. This friendship showed me how English could bring people together. Meeting people from other countries helped me learn more English. They taught me new words and expressions. They corrected my mistakes kindly. They encouraged me to speak more. This made me happy and motivated. English also helped me understand news, videos, and information from around the world. I could learn about events and ideas I never knew before. I felt connected to the big world outside my home. I learned that English is like a key. It opens doors to new experiences. It opens doors to new friends. It opens doors to new dreams. It opened my door. Sometimes, learning English felt like climbing a mountain. The path was hard and long, but every step made me stronger. Every step showed me a better view. The view was the new world I saw with English. I want to tell you, learning English is not only about words, it is about seeing the world in a new way. It is about meeting new people. It is about feeling connected. When I speak English, I feel I am part of a big global family. I feel I am not alone. I feel I can share my story. I can listen to others' stories. I can learn from them and teach them. This new world gave me hope. It gave me dreams. It gave me the power to believe in myself. If you are learning English, remember this. English is your key to a bigger world. It is your key to new friends, new stories, and new adventures. Don't be afraid to open the door. Step outside your small world. Explore, listen, talk, read, watch, learn. Your new world is waiting. It is beautiful and full of wonders. Keep going. Keep learning. Keep growing. English is your bridge to that new world. You can do it. Chapter 7. 5 months later. 5 months passed since I started learning English. It was a long time, but I kept going every day. At first, I thought 5 months was a very short time. I worried that I would not learn enough, but now I see that 5 months can change a lot if you work hard and don't give up. When I began, I could only say a few words. I could not understand much. I felt nervous and shy. I was afraid to speak because I thought people would laugh. I forgot words, and I made many mistakes. But I did not stop. I told myself, I can do this. Every day, I learned a little more. After 5 months, my English was very different. I could speak simple sentences. I could read easy books. I could listen to songs and understand the words. I could watch short videos without subtitles. It felt amazing to know I had grown so much. My confidence grew too. I was not afraid to make mistakes anymore. I knew mistakes are part of learning. When I spoke with friends or teachers, I smiled and tried my best. People understood me, and that made me happy. Speaking English became easier every day. Reading was also better. I loved reading simple stories. At first, I used a dictionary for many words, but now I can understand most words without help. Reading books helped me learn new words and ideas. It also made me feel proud. Listening was a big challenge. English sounds fast and strange sometimes, but I practiced every day. I listened to songs, watched cartoons, and heard people talking. Slowly, my ears got stronger. After 5 months, I could understand many things. This made me feel connected to the world. Speaking was the most exciting part. I started with one word, then 2 words, then sentences. I talked with friends online and in person. I shared my thoughts, feelings, and stories. Speaking English helped me feel free. I was no longer silent. I was part of the conversation. I also felt proud. I look back at the first day I started. I saw how far I had come. 5 months ago, I was scared and shy. Now I was brave and happy. I realized I had the power to learn. I had the power to grow. This journey was not easy. Some days were hard. Sometimes I felt tired and wanted to quit. But I remembered my dream. I remembered why I started. I said to myself, 5 minutes more, 1 step more, and I kept going. I learned that learning English is a journey. It is not fast or simple, but it is possible. It takes time, patience, and courage. 5 months is a good start, but the journey continues. Every day is a chance to learn more. Now, I want to tell you something important. You can do this too. You can learn English. You can speak, read, listen, and write. You just need to start. You just need to keep going. If you feel scared or tired, remember me. Remember my story. I was just like you. I was afraid, but I did not give up. I was not perfect, but I kept trying. And now, I am proud. Learning English opened a new world for me. It opened doors to new friends, new ideas, and new opportunities. It gave me confidence and hope. It changed my life. So, if you want to learn English, start today. Take small steps every day. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you can. Watch videos, listen to songs, read books, and speak with friends. Practice every day. Believe in yourself. Be patient. Keep trying. And in 5 months, you will see your own change. You will feel proud. You will feel free. This is your story. This is your journey. 5 months later, you can look back and say, I did it. I learned English. Remember, you are not alone. Many people are learning English just like you. We are all on this journey together. So, take a deep breath, smile, and say to yourself, I can do this. I will learn. I will grow. I will not stop. 5 months later, you will be proud. 5 months later, you will be stronger. 5 months later, your world will be bigger. Keep going. Your future is waiting. Chapter 8. The Fear of Speaking. When I first started learning English, speaking was the hardest part for me. I was very afraid to talk. I worried a lot. I thought, what if people laugh at me? Or, what if I say something wrong? These fears made me want to stay quiet. I did not want to speak because I felt shy and scared. Speaking in English was like standing in front of many people with no clothes on. I felt exposed and nervous. Every time I tried to say a word, my mouth felt heavy. My tongue did not move well. I forgot simple words, and I could not find the right sentences. Sometimes I stopped and stayed silent. I thought, maybe I am not ready. But deep inside, I wanted to speak. I wanted to share my ideas and talk with others. I wanted to be part of the conversation. One day, I decided to face my fear. I told myself, it is okay to be afraid. I can start small. I began by saying just one word. It was not easy. My heart beat fast. My hands shook a little. But I said the word anyway. Then I said another word. Slowly, I made a short sentence. I was proud of that small step. The next day, I tried to say a few words again. I practiced speaking in front of the mirror. I repeated sentences I heard in videos. I spoke to myself quietly. I did not care if I made mistakes. I told myself, mistakes are part of learning. Every time I spoke, I felt a little stronger. Talking with other people was scary at first. I was nervous when someone asked me a question. I took a deep breath and tried to answer. Sometimes I did not understand, but I asked them to say it again. Sometimes they helped me with kind words. Sometimes they smiled and said, "Good job." Those moments gave me courage. I found small ways to practice speaking every day. I talked to my family in English. I spoke with friends online. I joined simple English groups where people helped each other. I asked questions. I listened carefully. I tried to speak slowly and clearly. It helped me feel less scared. Sometimes I still made mistakes. I mixed up words or forgot grammar. Sometimes people did not understand me, but I learned to laugh at my mistakes. I said, it is okay. I am learning. I stopped worrying about being perfect. I started enjoying speaking English. I remember the first time I spoke for a few minutes without stopping. I felt like I was flying. My heart was full of joy. I smiled and said, I did it. That moment gave me hope. It showed me that fear can be beaten with small steps. Speaking English changed how I saw myself. I felt more confident. I was no longer afraid to talk to new people. I felt proud of my progress. I knew that every word I said was a victory. Speaking became my way to connect with the world. I also learned that fear is normal. Everyone who learns a new language feels scared. Even native speakers sometimes feel shy to speak in front of others. Fear is just a feeling. It does not have to stop you. You can choose to be brave, even when you are afraid. One important thing I learned was to celebrate small successes. Every time I said a new word or sentence, I gave myself a little cheer. I smiled in the mirror. I said, "Well done." This made speaking more fun and less scary. I want you to know that if you feel afraid to speak, you are not alone. Many learners feel the same. The good news is that fear can get smaller if you keep trying. Just say one word, then another, then a sentence. Step by step, your voice will grow stronger. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to be shy. What matters is that you keep speaking. Practice with friends, family, or even yourself. Use simple words. Speak slowly. Take your time. Your English will improve. Remember, the goal is communication, not perfection. It's better to say something with mistakes than to say nothing at all. Every time you speak, you learn. Every time you speak, you get better. Now, after many months, I feel brave. I am not perfect, but I am not afraid. Speaking English is part of my life. It opens doors to new friends, new ideas, and new chances. I feel free when I speak. I feel strong. If you are afraid to speak, I want you to try this. Take a deep breath. Say one word out loud. Say another word. Make a simple sentence. Smile. You are doing great. Your voice matters. Your story matters. Don't let fear keep you silent. You can speak. You can grow. You can shine. I was once afraid too, but I kept trying. Now I speak with confidence, and you can too. So start today. Speak a little. Speak often. Speak from your heart. Your English voice is waiting. Chapter 9. My notebook, my friend. When I started learning English, I found a very simple but powerful tool, my notebook. At first, it was just a small book with blank pages, but very soon it became my best friend on my English journey. I wrote everything in it. New words, simple sentences, questions, and even my mistakes. This little book helped me remember and practice English every day. I carried my notebook everywhere. It was with me on the bus, at the market, in the park, and even at lunch. Whenever I had a few minutes, I took it out and looked at what I wrote. I read the words slowly. I said them out loud. I tried to remember their meaning. This small habit helped me learn more than I thought possible. At the beginning, my notebook had only a few words. I wrote words like hello, thank you, and good. I wrote numbers, days of the week, and simple phrases like I am happy. I copied these words from videos, books, and sometimes from people I talked to. Writing by hand made the words stick in my memory. I felt proud every time I wrote a new word. Sometimes I made lists of words that belonged together. For example, I wrote words about food, apple, bread, water. Other times, I wrote words about feelings, happy, sad, tired. This helped me understand groups of words. It was easier to remember them because they had a theme. I also used my notebook to write down sentences I heard. When I listened to a video or a song, I tried to write the sentences. At first, it was hard. I could not write everything, but I wrote what I could. This practice made me better at listening and understanding English. When I met new people and learned new words from them, I wrote those words in my notebook too. For example, a friend taught me the word excited. I wrote it down and tried to use it in a sentence later. This made learning English feel real and useful. Sometimes I made mistakes in my notebook. I wrote words wrong or used grammar that was not correct. But that was okay. I learned from my mistakes. I crossed out the wrong words and wrote the right ones. My notebook showed me my progress. It was like a story of my learning. Having my notebook gave me confidence. When I forgot a word, I looked in my book. When I wanted to say something but did not know the word, I checked my notebook. It was like having a small dictionary with me all the time. This helped me speak more and worry less. Writing in my notebook also made learning fun. I used different colors for words and sentences. I drew small pictures next to the words to help me remember. For example, I drew a sun next to the word hot and a snowflake next to the word cold. This made the book colorful and interesting. At night before I went to sleep, I often looked at my notebook. I read the words and sentences again. Sometimes I read them out loud. This helped me remember the words better. It also helped me practice pronunciation and speaking. My notebook became a friend that was always with me. When I felt tired or lost, I opened it and saw how far I had come. It reminded me of the words I learned and the sentences I could say. It gave me hope and motivation to keep going. One day, I looked at my notebook and smiled. The pages were full of words and sentences. I saw how much I learned. It was not just a book. It was a symbol of my hard work and my journey. My notebook showed me that learning English was possible. I want you to have a notebook too. It does not have to be big or fancy. Just a small book where you can write new words and sentences. Carry it with you. Write in it every day. Make it your friend. Your notebook will help you remember English. It will help you practice. It will help you see your progress. And it will give you confidence to keep learning. Remember, learning English is a journey. Every word you write is a step forward. Every sentence you write is a small victory. Your notebook is a map that shows where you started and where you are going. If you do not have a notebook yet, start today. Buy a small book or use a notebook app on your phone. Write new words, phrases, and sentences. Draw pictures if you want. Make it fun and easy. Whenever you feel stuck or tired, open your notebook. See how many words you know. Say the words out loud. Practice the sentences. Feel proud of yourself. Learning English with a notebook is simple but powerful. It helped me grow. It can help you too. So, take your notebook and start writing. Your English journey is waiting, and your notebook will be there with you every step of the way. Chapter 10. The Power of Repeating. When I first started learning English, I did not know the power of repeating. I thought I needed to learn many new words every day, and then I could speak and understand English quickly. But soon, I realized that learning many new words at once was hard. I forgot most of them. My brain was tired. I felt frustrated. Then, a teacher told me something very important. Repeating is the key. At first, I did not understand. How could saying the same words again and again help me learn better? But I decided to try, and that changed everything. Repeating means doing the same thing many times. When I watched an English video, I watched it again and again. Not just once, but 2, 3, or even 5 times. The first time, I tried to listen and understand. The second time, I repeated the words out loud. The third time, I wrote the new words in my notebook. Each time I repeated, the words became easier to remember. The sounds became familiar. The sentences started to make sense. Repeating helped my brain remember English like a song that plays again and again in my mind. I also repeated simple sentences many times. For example, I said, "Hello, how are you?" over and over. I said, "I like to eat apples." I repeated short conversations I learned from videos or books. Saying these sentences many times made me feel more comfortable. At first, my mouth was slow and my tongue was stiff. But with practice, my words came faster and clearer. Repeating made my voice stronger and my speaking better. Reading was another place where repeating helped me. I read the same story 2 or 3 times. The first time, I tried to understand the meaning. The second time, I looked for new words. The third time, I read out loud. Each time I read, the story became easier. I could say the words without stopping. I could understand the meaning better. Repeating reading gave me confidence. It showed me that learning English is possible if I keep practicing. Sometimes repeating was boring. I wanted to learn new words and new things, but I knew that repeating was like building a house. The first layer is slow, but the house becomes strong. Without repeating, my English was weak. But with repeating, my English grew strong and steady. I learned to enjoy repeating because it made me better. Listening also became easier with repeating. I listened to the same song many times. At first, the words were fast and confusing. But each time I listened, I heard more words. I sang along. I learned the pronunciation and rhythm. Repeating songs helped me understand spoken English. It made learning fun and musical. I used repeating every day. I repeated words, sentences, videos, songs, and stories. Sometimes I repeated for 5 minutes, sometimes for 30 minutes. It did not matter how long. What mattered was doing it every day. Repeating was my secret to success. Repeating also helped me remember grammar. At first, grammar rules were confusing. I made many mistakes. But I repeated simple sentences again and again. I listened to grammar examples many times. Slowly, grammar started to make sense. I learned that grammar is a tool to build good sentences. Repeating grammar examples made it easier to speak correctly. When I met new people, I used repeated sentences. I said greetings and common phrases I practiced many times. People understood me. They smiled. This made me happy and confident. I knew that repeating helped me speak with real people, not just in books or videos. Sometimes I recorded my voice and listened to it again and again. I heard my mistakes and corrected them. Repeating my own voice was very helpful. It showed me how to improve my pronunciation and speaking style. It made me proud to hear my progress. Repeating is not just about words. It is about building habits. Learning English every day, even for a short time, is better than studying a lot one day and stopping for many days. Repeating daily creates a habit. This habit is the key to long-term success. It makes learning easier and more natural. I want you to know that repeating is a simple but powerful way to learn English. It helped me go from knowing almost nothing to speaking and understanding. It helped me feel confident and proud. Repeating made my English stronger every day. If you are learning English, try repeating too. Watch videos 2 or 3 times. Read the same story many times. Say new words and sentences again and again. Listen to songs many times. Practice every day, even if it is just for a few minutes. Repeating will help you remember better. It will help your speaking and listening. It will give you confidence. Remember, learning English is a journey. It is not a race. Repeating is like walking slowly but surely. Step by step, you will get better. You will see your progress. You will feel happy and proud. One day, when you speak English well, you will remember how repeating helped you. You will smile and say, "Repeating was my secret." It will be true because repeating made your brain strong. It made your voice strong. It made your English strong. So start repeating today. Use your notebook, videos, songs, and stories. Repeat the words and sentences. Practice every day. You will be surprised how much you can learn with this simple habit. The power of repeating is in your hands. Use it, trust it, and enjoy your English learning journey. Chapter 11. One day. I understood a joke. Learning English can be a long journey. Sometimes it is easy and fun. Sometimes it is hard and confusing. For me, one very special moment happened when I understood a joke in English for the first time. That day, I felt happy and proud. It was a big step in my English learning journey. At the beginning, I did not understand many English words. When I listened to English songs or watched movies, I missed many things. I felt lost because I did not know what people were saying. Sometimes I laughed when others laughed, but I did not know why. I wanted to understand the meaning. But it was difficult. I knew I needed more practice, more listening, and more time. One day, I watched a simple English video. It was a short story with some jokes. I did not understand all the words at first, but I listened carefully. I watched the faces and actions of the people. They smiled and laughed. I smiled too, but I was not sure if I understood the joke. I watched the video again. This time, I paid attention to the words. I listened to the voice carefully. I repeated some sentences out loud. I tried to understand the meaning behind the words. The joke used simple English, but the meaning was tricky. It was about a funny mistake in a conversation. I tried to think about the meaning. I thought, why is this funny? Then suddenly, I understood the joke. I understood the word play. I understood the mistake that made people laugh. I laughed too. It was not because someone told me the meaning. It was because I understood it myself. I felt very happy. It was like a light turned on in my brain. I saw the humor in English. I felt closer to the language. Understanding that joke was a big moment for me. It showed me that my English was growing. I was not just learning words and grammar. I was learning culture and feelings too. I was learning how English speakers think and talk. Jokes are an important part of language. They show how people connect and have fun. After that day, I wanted to understand more jokes. I looked for funny videos and cartoons. I listened to English comedy shows. I read simple jokes and tried to understand them. Sometimes I did not get the joke. Sometimes I asked a friend to explain. But I never gave up. I kept practicing. Understanding jokes also helped me learn new words and phrases. Many jokes use wordplay, double meanings, and expressions. These were new and interesting for me. I learned more about English culture and humor. I felt that English was not just a school subject. It was alive and fun. When I shared a joke with my English friends, they smiled and laughed. I felt happy to make them laugh. It helped me make new friends. It helped me feel part of the English-speaking world. Jokes became a way to connect with others. Learning to understand jokes also helped me with listening skills. Jokes are often spoken quickly. They use informal language and slang. By practicing jokes, I improved my ability to understand spoken English in real life. I became more confident listening to native speakers. Sometimes I tried to tell jokes in English. It was hard at first. I was shy and worried about making mistakes. But my friends were kind. They laughed and encouraged me. Telling jokes helped me practice speaking. It helped me learn new words and pronunciation. I learned that making mistakes with jokes is okay. It is part of learning. It is part of having fun. When I laughed at my own mistakes, I felt less afraid. I felt free to try again and again. This experience taught me an important lesson. Learning English is not only about studying hard. It is also about enjoying the language. It is about feeling happy and confident. It is about connecting with people and sharing smiles. If you are learning English, I encourage you to try understanding jokes. Find simple jokes and listen carefully. Watch funny videos. Read jokes for beginners. When you understand a joke, celebrate it. It means your English is growing. Don't worry if you don't understand every joke. It takes time. Keep practicing. Ask friends or teachers to explain. Practice telling jokes yourself. Enjoy the process. Learning English can be fun. Remember, jokes are a way people show friendship and happiness. When you understand a joke, you are closer to the people and their culture. You are not just a learner. You are part of the English-speaking world. One day, you will laugh at an English joke and feel proud. That moment will be special. It will be a sign that your English journey is successful. So keep learning, keep listening, keep laughing. Your English will get better every day, and one day, you will tell jokes that make others smile. This is the power of language. This is the joy of learning. Chapter 12. My First English Friend. Learning a new language is not just about words and grammar. It is also about connecting with people. For me, one of the most exciting moments in my English journey was when I made my first English-speaking friend. This friend helped me practice speaking, learn new things, and feel brave. It was a big step in my life, and it made me believe that I could really use English to make friends and talk with the world. At the beginning, I was shy and scared to speak English with real people. I worried that I would say the wrong words. I thought, what if they don't understand me? What if they laugh? These fears made me quiet. I wanted to practice speaking, but I was afraid. So, I kept learning alone, watching videos and reading books. One day, I decided to try something new. I went online to find people who were also learning English. I found a group where people talked slowly and kindly. I sent a message that said, "Hello, I want to practice English. Can we be friends?" I was nervous when I sent the message. What if they did not reply? To my surprise, someone replied quickly. They said, "Hello, I want to be your friend. Let's talk." My heart beat fast. I was excited but also scared. I was not sure what to say next, but I typed, "Hello, I am happy to talk with you." We started talking slowly. At first, the conversations were short and simple. We talked about our names, where we lived, and our favorite things. Sometimes, I did not understand everything. I asked, "What does this word mean?" My new friend was patient and explained kindly. I felt comfortable. As days passed, we talked more often. We sent messages and sometimes talked by voice. My friend helped me practice pronunciation. They corrected me gently when I made mistakes. I learned new words and phrases. I also learned about their country and culture. It was exciting to learn about a new place through a real person. Having a real friend to practice English with was very helpful. I could try speaking without fear. I knew my friend would not judge me. I felt safe. This made me want to speak more and learn more. I was no longer alone in my learning journey. Our friendship also made me happy. We laughed together and shared stories. I told my friend about my dreams and goals. They listened and encouraged me. This support gave me confidence. I felt stronger because I was not just learning English. I was making a real connection. Sometimes, my friend helped me with problems in my daily life. If I had a question about English at work or school, I asked them. They gave me good advice. They told me about English customs and polite ways to speak. This helped me feel ready to talk with other English speakers. Making my first English friend taught me an important lesson. Learning a language is easier when you have friends to practice with. Friends make learning fun. They give you courage. They help you keep going when things are hard. After I made this friend, I wanted to meet more people. I joined more groups and clubs online. I talked with people from different countries. I learned about different accents and ways of speaking English. This made me feel like part of a big, friendly world. Sometimes I was still shy. I made mistakes in conversations, but my friends laughed with me, not at me. This helped me relax and try again. I learned that making mistakes is part of learning. No one is perfect. What matters is trying and learning from mistakes. This experience also helped me outside of language learning. I became more confident in myself. I felt proud that I could make friends in a new language. I knew that English was not just for studying, it was for living and sharing. If you are learning English, I encourage you to find friends to practice with. It can be online or in your town. Look for people who want to learn and talk kindly. Don't be afraid to say hello. Remember, everyone was a beginner once. Start small, send a simple message, say hello or can we be friends? Practice short conversations, ask questions, listen carefully. Your friend will help you and you will help them. Learning together is better than learning alone. Having an English friend can change your life. You will learn faster. You will speak better. You will feel happier. You will understand more about the world. This friendship will also teach you about kindness, patience, and sharing. These are important skills for life. When you help others, you grow. When others help you, you grow. Together, you become stronger. My first English friend was a gift. That friendship gave me the courage to speak more and the joy of learning together. It showed me that English is not just a language. It is a bridge to new people and new experiences. So, take a step today. Find your first English friend. Say hello. Start a conversation. You never know how far this friendship will take you. Your English journey is not just about studying. It is about connecting, sharing, and growing. Friends make all the difference. And one day, you will look back and smile. You will remember your first English friend. You will feel proud of how far you have come, because learning English is not just a skill, it is a beautiful story. Your story. Chapter 13. When I wanted to quit learning English, was not always easy for me. Sometimes I wanted to stop. I wanted to quit. There were many days when I felt tired. My brain felt heavy. My heart felt sad. I asked myself, why am I doing this? Is it too hard? Can I really learn English? These questions made me feel small and weak. But deep inside, a small voice told me, keep going. Don't give up. At the beginning, I was full of energy and hope. Every day I watched videos, read stories, and practiced speaking. I thought learning English would be fast and fun. But after some time, I saw that learning a language takes time and patience. Some days, I did not understand the words. Some days, I forgot what I learned. Some days, I made many mistakes. I felt slow. I felt like giving up. One day, after a hard day at work, I sat down and looked at my English notebook. It was full of new words, sentences, and notes. I felt tired just thinking about learning more. My eyes wanted to close. My mind wanted to rest. I thought, maybe I am not good at English. Maybe I should stop. I almost closed my notebook. I almost stopped my learning. But then, I remembered why I started. I thought about my dream to speak English. I thought about the movies I wanted to watch. I thought about the friends I wanted to make. I thought about the job I wanted. These thoughts gave me a little light inside. I took a deep breath. I said quietly to myself, just 5 minutes. 5 minutes is enough. 5 minutes was a small step. It was not a big task. It was not a test or a homework. It was just 5 minutes. I opened my notebook. I read one page. I said one sentence out loud. I smiled. That small action gave me power. I felt like I could try again tomorrow. The next day, I did the same. 5 minutes. And the day after, 5 minutes. Slowly, those 5 minutes grew into 10 minutes, then 15 minutes. And one day, I realized I was learning again. I was moving forward. I was growing. This small choice, 5 minutes, was important. It stopped me from quitting. It helped me keep my promise to myself. It helped me remember that learning is a journey. Sometimes the journey is hard. Sometimes the road is long. But every step counts. When I felt tired, I also talked to other learners. I found stories from people who also wanted to quit but did not. Their stories gave me hope. They said, "It is okay to feel tired. It is okay to make mistakes. Just don't stop." Their words became like a warm blanket around my heart. I also changed how I learned. When I felt tired, I did not force myself to study hard. Instead, I listened to music in English. I watched simple cartoons. I read easy stories. I found ways to make learning fun again. I remembered that learning should be a joy, not a punishment. Some days, I took breaks. I rested. I walked outside. I talked to friends. I gave my brain time to relax. Then, I came back to English feeling fresh. This balance helped me stay strong. I also made a plan. I decided that every day I would do something small for English, even if it was one word, one sentence, or one video. I promised myself, no matter what, I will do something every day. This promise kept me moving forward. After months of this, I began to see changes. I spoke better. I understood more. I felt more confident. I was proud of myself. The times when I wanted to quit became fewer. The small voice inside me grew louder. It said, "You can do this. You are strong." Looking back, I see that wanting to quit was part of my journey. It was a test of my heart. It showed me how much I wanted to learn English. It made me stronger. It taught me that success is not about never falling, but about getting up every time you fall. If you are learning English and feel like quitting, I want you to know something important. It is normal to feel tired. It is normal to feel frustrated. You are not alone. Every learner faces hard times. The difference is who keeps going. When you want to quit, remember your dreams. Think about why you started. Take a deep breath. Say to yourself, just 5 minutes. Start small. Be kind to yourself. Celebrate every little step. You don't have to do everything at once. Learning is a journey, not a race. Take your time. Take small steps. Keep your heart open. And one day, you will look back and smile. You will see how far you have come. You will feel proud. You will know that you never gave up. Your story is still being written. You are the writer. You are the hero. Keep going. Keep learning. Keep dreaming. Because when you don't give up, you become powerful. You become unstoppable. Chapter 14. English helped me at work. Learning English was not just for school or for fun. It started to help me in my job. At first, my work was hard because many people spoke English. I could not understand everything. Sometimes my boss spoke quickly. Sometimes customers talked to me in English. I felt nervous and confused. I wanted to do well, but the language was a wall between me and success. One day I had a big moment. My boss sent me an email in English. I looked at the screen and felt a little scared. The words looked long and strange. I was not sure if I could understand it, but I remembered my practice. I took a deep breath. I read slowly. I read again. I looked up words I did not know. Piece by piece, I understood the message. It was about a new project. It was important for the company. I felt proud because I could read it by myself. I could understand English in real life, at work. This made me happy. It made me feel powerful. Later that week, a customer came to ask for help. The customer spoke English fast. I listened carefully. I thought about what I learned. I used simple words. I spoke slowly and clearly. The customer smiled and thanked me. I felt strong. I helped someone. Because of English, I could do my job better. English opened a door for me at work. I was not just an employee. I was a helper, a problem solver. My confidence grew every day. I started to speak more in meetings. I asked questions when I did not understand. My boss noticed. He said, "Good job. You are improving." His words gave me more hope. I also used English to read work papers and instructions. Before, I needed help to read them. Now, I could do it alone. I felt more independent. I felt proud of myself. English was not just a subject anymore. It was a tool I used every day. Sometimes I made mistakes. Sometimes I forgot words. But at work, I learned to say, "Can you please repeat?" or "I don't understand." People were kind. They helped me. I learned from them. English became a bridge, not a wall. At work, I also met people from different countries. They spoke English too. We shared stories, laughed, and helped each other. English connected us. It made the workplace friendly and fun. I made new friends. I felt part of a team. One important day, my boss gave me a new task. It was to write a short report in English. I was nervous. I had never written a report before. But I remembered my lessons. I used simple sentences. I checked my words. I asked a friend to help me. When I gave the report to my boss, he smiled. He said, "Well done." I felt proud and happy. Because of English, I got a small promotion. I got more responsibilities. I got respect from my coworkers. This made me feel good. I knew my hard work was paying off. English was a key that opened a new door for me. At home, I told my family about my progress. They were proud too. They saw how English helped me grow. They supported me. They encouraged me to keep learning. Now I see English as part of my life. It helps me work better. It helps me talk to people. It helps me grow as a person. I am not just learning words. I am building a future. If you are learning English, remember this. English can help you in many ways. It can help you in your job. It can help you meet new people. It can help you feel proud. It does not matter if you are slow or make mistakes. What matters is that you keep trying. Use English every day. Speak, listen, read, and write. Find small chances to use English at work or in your life. Little by little, you will get better. Your work can become easier. Your dreams can come closer. English can open new doors for you too. I am living proof. My story shows that learning English can change your life. So don't be afraid. Start today. Keep going. Believe in yourself. Because when you learn English, you are not just learning a language. You are creating new opportunities. You are building your future. And that is powerful. Chapter 15. The words are inside me. Now, learning English was a long journey. At the beginning, I had to think hard about every word. I had to remember simple words and try to say them slowly. I often forgot what I learned. I felt tired. Sometimes, I felt frustrated because it was hard to speak and understand. But I did not stop. I kept practicing every day. After many months, something wonderful happened. The words started to come inside me. I did not have to think so much. When I wanted to say something, the words came more easily. My brain felt quicker. My mouth could move faster. I could speak with less fear. It was like the words were inside me, waiting to come out. Before, when I wanted to say a sentence, I had to stop and think. I had to look at my notes or remember a video. I was slow. I made many mistakes. Now, I could say the sentence without stopping. I could talk to friends, to my boss, or even to strangers. I felt more confident. This change did not happen in one day. It was a slow process. Every day I practiced a little. I listened to music, I watched videos, I read stories. I spoke to myself and to others. I wrote words in my notebook. I repeated the same words many times. All this work made the words live inside me. Sometimes I still made mistakes. Sometimes I forgot a word or said it wrong. But now I did not feel scared. Mistakes were part of learning. They helped me get better. I learned to laugh at my mistakes and keep trying. This made me stronger. One day I noticed I was thinking in English. Before, I had to translate from my first language. This made speaking slow and difficult. But now, I was thinking directly in English. This was a big step. It showed that English was becoming a natural part of me. My listening improved, too. I could understand movies and songs without subtitles. I could follow conversations with native speakers. I no longer felt lost when people spoke fast. This made me feel free. Reading also became easier. I could read books and articles without stopping every few words. I enjoyed reading because I understood the story. This helped me learn new words and ideas. Reading gave me joy and confidence. Writing was better too. I could write messages, emails, and notes. I learned how to make simple sentences clear and correct. Writing helped me remember new words and grammar. It made my English stronger. Speaking was the most exciting change. I used to be shy and quiet. Now, I could talk more. I spoke with friends, classmates, and co-workers. I joined group talks and shared my ideas. My voice was stronger. People could understand me better. This made me happy. I realized that English was not just about words. It was about expressing myself. It was about sharing my thoughts and feelings. It was about connecting with others. This made learning English meaningful. My life was changing because of English. I could do more things. I could enjoy movies and music. I could make new friends from different countries. I could travel with less fear. I could understand the world better. English was no longer a subject to study. It was a tool I used every day. It was part of my identity. The words were inside me now. They were part of who I am. If you are learning English, remember this. Don't rush. Learning takes time. Be patient with yourself. Practice every day, even if it is just a little. The words will come inside you. Your brain and mouth will work faster. You will feel more confident. Do not be afraid of mistakes. They are part of the journey. Keep smiling, keep speaking, keep listening. Your English will grow step by step. One day you will look back and see how far you have come. You will realize the words are inside you too. You will be able to speak, read, listen, and write with more ease. English will become a part of your life. It will open new doors. It will help you reach your dreams. Keep going. Believe in yourself. The words are waiting for you inside, and when you find them, you will feel powerful. Chapter 16. I became an example. Learning English was not only about me, it was about others too. At first, I did not think about this. I was focused on my own journey. I wanted to speak better. I wanted to understand more. But slowly, I saw something new. People around me were watching me. They noticed my hard work. They saw my progress. My cousin saw me studying every day. She saw me reading my notebook. She saw me watching videos and listening to songs. She asked me, "Why do you work so hard?" I told her, "Because I want to learn English. I want to grow." She smiled and said, "You inspire me." My friend saw my new English skills. He heard me speak more clearly. He saw me understand movies and jokes. He said, "You are doing a great job. You make me want to learn too." This made me feel happy. I realized that my story was helping others. At work, my colleagues noticed my confidence. They heard me talk with customers in English. They saw me write emails without mistakes. They asked, "How did you improve so fast?" I shared my story. I told them about my daily practice and my small steps. They said, "You are an example for us." I did not want to just learn English for myself. I wanted to show others what is possible. I wanted to say, if I can do it, you can do it too. I wanted to give hope to those who feel scared. I wanted to show that hard work pays off. Being an example was a new feeling for me. It made me proud. It made me responsible. I wanted to keep going. I wanted to be a good example every day. I wanted to show patience, courage, and hope. Sometimes people told me they thought English was too hard. They said they were too old or too busy. But I told them, start small, just 5 minutes a day, keep going. I shared my story of mistakes and successes. I told them about my fear and my joy. I told them how English opened doors for me. Seeing others learn because of me was special. It made my hard work worth it. It made me believe in the power of learning together. Learning is not just about books or tests. It is about sharing and inspiring. I also learned from others. I met people who were learning English like me. We helped each other. We shared tips. We celebrated small wins. We understood each other's struggles. This community gave me strength. My story became a light for some people. It showed them that learning English is a journey anyone can take. It showed them that progress is possible with patience and effort. It showed them that mistakes are okay. I realized that being an example means being honest. It means showing the good and the hard parts. It means being real. People trust real stories. They connect with real feelings. Sometimes I gave talks to friends or family. I told them about my daily practice. I told them how I use simple videos and books. I told them how I kept saying, just 5 minutes. I told them how I never gave up. They listened. They asked questions. They wanted to try too. This made me feel proud. It made me feel useful. Being an example is a gift. It helps others believe in themselves. It helps others start their own journey. It helps others see that learning English can change their lives. I am still learning. I still make mistakes. But now, I learn with a bigger heart. I learn with hope. I learn with the thought that my story can help someone else. If you are learning English, know this. You can be an example too. Your hard work matters. Your progress matters. Your story matters. When you share your journey, you inspire others. When you keep going, you give hope. When you show courage, you lead the way. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to be you. Your effort is powerful. Your dream is possible. Keep learning. Keep growing. Keep sharing. Because one day, your story will light the path for someone else. And that is a beautiful thing. Chapter 17, You Can Learn Too. When I first started learning English, I was just like you. I knew almost nothing. I was scared to speak. I did not know many words. I felt shy and nervous. But I made a choice to try. That choice changed everything. I want to tell you now, you can learn too. You can start right now. You can make progress every day. It does not matter where you are or how old you are. Learning English is for everyone. At the beginning, I thought English was very hard. The sounds were strange. The words were new. I did not understand movies or songs. Sometimes I wanted to stop. But I remembered why I started. I thought about my dreams. I thought about talking to new people. I thought about watching movies without subtitles. I thought about feeling proud of myself. These thoughts gave me strength. You do not need to know everything at once. No one learns all at the same time. Learning is a journey. It's a path with small steps. You take one step today, one step tomorrow, and one step the day after. Little by little, you will move forward. Sometimes you will walk fast, sometimes you will walk slow, sometimes you will rest. That is okay. What is important is to keep moving. Do not be afraid of mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. When I started, I said words wrong. I forgot important words. I made many errors. But I smiled and kept going. Every mistake helped me learn something new. Every mistake made me better. You should not be afraid to speak or write because of mistakes. Mistakes mean you are trying. Mistakes mean you are growing. Practice is the key. You need to practice a little every day. You can watch videos, listen to songs, or read easy books. You can speak with friends, even if only 1 or 2 words. You can write simple sentences in a notebook. Every small action helps. Every small step adds up to big progress. You do not need to do everything at once. Just 5 minutes a day is enough to start. You are not alone in this. Many people feel the same way you do. Many people are learning English every day. Some are beginners, like you. Some have been learning for a long time. You can find friends to practice with. You can find teachers or videos to help you. You can find books that match your level. The world of English learning is big and welcoming. Believe in yourself. Believe that you can do it. When I was learning, sometimes I felt I was not smart enough. Sometimes I felt I was too slow, but I learned to believe in my heart. I said to myself, I can do this. I will keep trying. And I did. You can do the same. You can say to yourself every day, I am learning. I am growing. Set small goals for yourself. For example, learn 5 new words today. Watch a short video. Read 1 page of a book. Say 1 sentence out loud. When you reach your goal, celebrate it. Every success, no matter how small, is important. It shows you are moving forward. It gives you energy to keep going. Use all the tools around you. Use your phone, the internet, books, and friends. There are many free resources to help you learn English. You can find songs you like in English. You can watch cartoons or movies with simple words. You can listen to podcasts made for beginners. Use these tools every day. Remember, learning English will open many doors. It will help you meet new people. It will help you understand new ideas. It will help you find better jobs. It will help you travel and see new places. English is a key that can open your world. Most importantly, learning English is about you. It is about your dreams and your future. It is about being proud of yourself. It is about never giving up, even when it is hard. It is about showing courage. It is about growing every day. So today, I ask you to start. Start small. Start now. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to be brave. You only need to keep trying. Your English story starts with 1 step, and one day, you will look back. You will see how far you have come. You will feel proud. You will say, I did it. I learned English. And you will smile because you believed in yourself. You can learn too. You are not alone. You are ready. Your journey begins today. Take a deep breath. Say to yourself, I can learn English. I will not give up. I will grow every day. This is your time. This is your story. Your turn now. The story is not just mine anymore. It is yours too. You have heard how I started, how I faced fear, made mistakes, and kept going. You have seen how little by little, English became a part of my life, and I want you to know you can do the same. You can start your journey today, right now, with just one small step. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to know everything before you start. All you need is the heart to try. Learning English is like planting a seed. At first, the seed is small and quiet. You might not see much change at the beginning, but with care, a little water, a little sunlight and time, the seed will grow. It will become a strong plant, just like your English skills. Every word you learn, every sentence you speak is like watering that seed. Every time you listen, read, or practice, you give your seed more life. Some days will be easy. You will feel happy and proud. Other days may feel hard. You might be tired or confused. That is normal. Everyone who learns a language feels this way. The important thing is not to stop. Keep going, even when it is difficult. Remember, slow progress is still progress. Every little step moves you forward. You may wonder how much time you need to learn English. The answer is simple. Use the time you have. Even 5 minutes a day helps. You don't need hours. Consistency is the key. If you practice a little every day, you will get better. Your brain will remember more. Your speaking will become clearer. Your listening will become easier. Find the ways to learn that make you happy. Maybe you like music. Listen to your favorite songs in English. Maybe you like movies. Watch simple movies or cartoons. Maybe you like reading. Try easy books or stories. Maybe you like talking. Find a friend or a teacher to practice with. Learning English should be fun. When you enjoy it, you will want to do it more. Be kind to yourself. Learning a new language is not easy. It takes patience and courage. Sometimes you will make mistakes. That is okay. Mistakes mean you are learning. Mistakes mean you are growing. Don't be afraid to speak or write because of mistakes. Use them as steps to improve. Think about why you want to learn English. Maybe you want to talk to new people. Maybe you want a better job. Maybe you want to travel. Keep your dream in your heart. Let it give you strength. When you feel tired or frustrated, remember your reason. Let it help you keep going. You are not alone. Many people are learning English just like you. Many people are on the same path. You can find help. You can find friends. You can find teachers and resources. The world is full of support for learners like you. Use that support. Ask questions. Practice often. Celebrate your progress. Learning English will open doors for you. It will help you understand the world better. It will help you connect with others. It will help you grow as a person. It will give you confidence and freedom. English is a gift you give yourself. A gift that lasts a lifetime. So now, it is your turn. Take a deep breath. Say to yourself, I am ready. I will start today. I will keep trying. I will grow every day. Your journey is beginning. It will have ups and downs, but it will be worth it. You will be proud of yourself. You will be happy you did not give up. This is your story now. Write it with courage and hope. Learn with joy and patience. Speak with confidence and kindness. The future is waiting for you. Remember, every great journey begins with one small step. Take that step now. Welcome to your English adventure. Let's walk this path together.